fail to bathe on a regular basis?
Learn the answers to these questions and more from the man who knows it all.
Oh, I was born in a petri dish in Laboratory, Pennsylvania. My parents thought I was a dog and sent me to the pound. I was sent to a dog obedience school where the vets know how to train ya. Then to university, the finest school around. Yes, university was a well-respected college. I learned of space and vinegar, bugs and styling gel, of toothpaste time, the speed of light, flowers, trees, and dirt. Things that stink and noisy things and things that creep and squirt. Today I'm not a doctor, but you can call me one. Some folks call it science, but I just call it fun. Upon my every statement you can have complete reliance. I know more than you do, call me Dr. Science.
I have a master's degree.
In science.
Aha!
What did you say?
I said aha.
Gee, Dr. Science, that's your 5th aha this morning. You must be having a good day.
Yes, Rodney, I'm sure that this experiment I'm working on is going to win the All-State Science Fair.
I'm surprised the judges are letting you compete after what happened last year.
You mean when I tried to cross a porcupine with a sheep to create an animal that knits its own sweaters?
Right. I couldn't sit down for a week.
Yeah, all that's behind me now, Rodney. No, this latest experiment is bound to take first prize this year.
What are you working on?
I've created a schematic diagram of the inner workings of the brain, and in doing so, found an unmapped center of the mind.
Incredible.
Yes, we're all aware of the mood center, which controls the flow of our emotions. And then, of course, there's the nerve center, which controls the flow of pain. But no one knew about the shopping center, which controls the flow of cash.
Dr. Science, that's not what this book says. Here, this book about the brain says it's like a computer.
The book?
No, the brain.
Rodney, how could you confuse a sophisticated electronic instrument with a human organ the consistency of warm oatmeal?
I think what the book is trying to say is that the brain and the computer perform similar functions.
Check your data, Rodney. No computer could do what the brain does. Allow me to illustrate. Computers are usually found on desks. Brains are found in heads. Computers are user-friendly. Brains are loners and rarely socialized. But the big difference is computers cost hundreds of dollars and brains are 98 cents a pound this week at Joe's Butcher Shop. Yes, brains are fine for most mortals, but I have so many thoughts I've found it necessary to think with my entire body.
Gee, Dr. Science, you know what I think?
What you know I already know. What I know you need to know.
Dr. Science, how can you know what I think?
I can't, small matter, but that has given me an idea. Rodney, what if we could read another person's mind?
That's impossible!
Impossible is a word most new scientists can't spell, as well as a variety of other 4-syllable words. But just think of it, Rodney, if we could read other people's minds without all that messy transfer of information. No books, no schools, just pure communication, unencumbered by words.
Dr. Science, how can we communicate without words?
Well, pictures speak louder than words. In fact, they fairly shout. So let's let Philco tell us about the brain and how it communicates. Have you got a quarter?
All I have is a $1 bill.
Oh, that's okay. I can make change.
Sacrifices I make in the name of science.
All right, Philco. Make a withdrawal from your memory banks and give us our 2 bits worth about the brain.
Our ignorant past.
Flash! Medicine discovers how the brain works. Doctors at the Mayonnaise Clinic have unlocked the secret of the brain.
How do you like my mask?
I can't tell you. Got a mask on. Who are you? Using sophisticated techniques, doctors have learned that they can take a thoughtless person and actually knock some sense into him. What a breakthrough! Medical doctors know that inside the head it's a big prison. There are millions of cells, brain cells. Evil thoughts are held prisoner there.
They ain't built a cranium that can hold me.
To keep evil thoughts from escaping, brain surgeons prescribe the wearing of stupid hats. They confuse the brain into thinking that your head is actually a carnival ride. These stupid hats are not only medically approved, they're stylish. Your brain will feel right in fashion with this egg beater sunbonnet. And step out in style with birdies on your head. The bigger the hat, the fewer thoughts escape. This lady sure has a lot on her mind. Someday medical science will replace the brain, making this technology obsolete. But until then, keep thinking, doctors.
What?
Dr. Science, now I'm really confused. See, I thought the brain was composed of tissues and synapses and neurons.
Old science. Philco has shown us that the brain is a lot simpler than we thought, especially in your case. No, Rodney, I'm on the brink of a discovery that could turn the scientific community on its ear. Interbrain communication. I will, however, need two subjects, upon which to experiment. How about you, Rodney? A brain is a terrible thing to waste.
Hey, Vern, you've been looking for cars in all the wrong places. Know what I mean? Vern, Cerritos Auto Square sold over 40,000 cars and trucks last year, and they're trying to break that record, which means Cerritos Auto Square is going to have bigger and better deals than ever before. Well, there's your problem right there, Vern. See that little wire there on that catastrophic converter? Looks like it's got a little short in it. You ought to trade that old heap in, Vern. Know what I mean?
605 Freeway at South Street in Cerritos.
Dogs in search of the...
I wonder where Rodney is with those test subjects for my experiment.
Here I am! Will these guys do? They're the only people I could find that would let you experiment on them.
Well, I suppose half a brain's better than none.
Hey, I resemble that remark.
I do too. Hey, Rodney, where's all the free food that you promised us,
Science first, chow later.
Gentlemen, your assistance is essential if I am to prove my theories of interbrain communication.
Glad to help out. Things were kind of slow at the front desk, and I wasn't using my brain today anyway.
I've been told I have a mind like a steel trap.
Yeah, a little rusty.
I've developed an unnecessarily complicated machine that will permit any two subjects to read one another's thoughts. Mr. Pickett, Zeke, your fingers, please.
Hey, this isn't gonna hurt, is it?
Mr. Pickett, only your total concentration is required. Okay, Rodney, the switch. Zeke, what is Mr. Pickett thinking about?
Food.
That's right! This is unbelievable!
Too easy. What kind of food is he thinking about?
Jelly donuts.
Almost. It was ding-dongs.
Almost is only good in horseshoes and subatomic physics. No, now it's your turn, Mr. Pickett. What's Zeke thinking about?
Nothing. Sorry, I'm getting nothing.
That's right. Nothing's what I'm usually thinking about.
Uncanny.
This is not working. I need to introduce a control factor in this experiment. Zeke, I'm going to whisper a word into your ear. I want you to think only about that subject, and Mr. Pickett will have to guess what that subject is.
And so you folks at home can play. We're gonna let you know just exactly what our contestant is thinking about.
Aardvark! Cherry tomato? Belly button lint!
I'm sorry, our time has run out, and the answer was...
Well, I was just going to say that.
What went wrong with your experiment?
My usually brilliant inductive reasoning must have been on the wrong wavelength. That's it. Waves. Brain waves. What we need is more information about brain waves.
Does that mean more research, Dr. Science?
Hardly. We'll let technology do our legwork for us and send Oculum Vehiculum
He means
to
Aki.
visit my old colleague from university, Dr. Sandy Bottom.
Isn't he the man behind the mind over matter theory?
Precisely. He's the one who came up with the theorem, if I don't mind, it can't matter. Dr. Bottom is not only an expert on brain waves, but all kinds of waves. Vámonos, muchacho!
Are you sure Aki will be able to find him?
We don't need artificial intelligence to find Dr. Bottom. He'll be in his laboratory.
That's Professor Sandy Bottom? I thought you said he was in his lab.
The entire ocean is his think tank. He's one of the great minds of our generation.
Yo, dudes! Check out the gnarly 5-foot sets out of the Southwest. Totally awesome.
Yo, Dr. Bottom. Hey, dude. Do you copy?
Whoa. I'm hearing voices again.
Over here. I'm speaking to you by remote control.
Hey now, farm out. Little gizmo with an eyeball.
Could you answer a few questions, please?
Wait just a micromillisecond. I know that voice. Dr. Science, is that you?
Why, yes, I'm glad that you remembered.
Man, how could I forget? You still owe me $10, and I'll pay up.
Later. Right now, I need to tap your brain about brain waves.
Well, when it comes to waves, I am the guru of the gray matter, dude.
Exactly how do they work?
Brain waves? Just like turbulent thoughts, brainstorms. Thoughts are exactly like the surfers you see trying to ride these waves. Wow, radical aerials, dude. You see, the thoughts catch brain waves and try to ride them out of your mouth. But, oh no, wipe out. And you forget what you were saying right in the middle of a... Hey, what was I just talking about?
Brain waves.
Oh yeah, my specialty.
Any thoughts on inter-brain communication?
Never forget the pipeline. Just remember to keep things tubular. You'll be hanging 10 in no time. Hey, cowabunga! Check out the curl. Later, science dudes. Surf's up.
Eureka! That's it!
We're all going to the beach?
I'm going to construct a tube that connects the minds of my two subjects. Gentlemen, we're on the verge of a minor miracle.
He means it'll be a miracle if it works.
For kids' sake, Fox 11 asked, what's the matter with parents today?
Zeke, are you ready?
My brain is in your hands.
That's an unpleasant thought. This is an historic moment. One baby step for man, one giant step for mankind.
You didn't say Mother May I.
What turns on must turn off. Judy, flip the switch.
Stop it! Stop it! Zeke! Dr. Science, did it work? Did you read each other's minds?
Nothing seems to have happened. Zeke, did you feel anything?
Nope. Seems like the whole experiment was a bust.
Well, back to the drawing board.
Dr. Science! I mean, Dr. Science, oh my goodness, I don't know who I'm talking to.
Judy, you don't seem to be acting yourself.
Look who's talking. Your voice, Dr. Science, is coming out of Zeke's body.
Huh? What am I doing in this uniform? And what are you doing in my body?
You mean I'm you and you're me?
Exactly.
Dr. Science, this is a highly unauthorized procedure.
That's putting it mildly.
Somehow my experiment backfired and our personalities became inverted.
I had an ingrown toenail once. Is this anything like that?
Hearing those words emanate from my body makes me want to...
I'm back. Mr. Pickett got away.
Rodney, I'm glad you're back. Something dreadful has happened.
Nice impression, Zeke.
He ain't kidding, Rodney. We got ingrown personalities.
Shut up, you nincompoop!
What's going on?
Zeke is Dr. Science, and Dr. Science is Zeke.
Can you change it back?
I can't remember how.
I thought you said you had a photographic memory.
I do, but it's not fully developed yet.
You mean we're stuck like this?
I'm afraid so.
But Dr. Science, if you can't remember how to reverse the procedure, you'll be stuck like this forever.
It's Robinson's After Christmas Sale.
My usually perfect perception for minute scientific calibration is destroyed.
You think that's bad? Try practicing martial arts in this body.
There's only one solution. Someone has to enter my mind to retrieve the plans that will allow us to return to our original personalities.
But how?
By traveling the most direct route to the brain. Up the nose and into the brain, what we scientists call the nasal passage.
Sounds messy.
I was told never to put anything up your nose larger than, say, this.
It's our only hope. We need a volunteer to brave the mysteries of my brain and return with the plans that will allow us to reverse personalities. A cranial commando, if you will. Volunteers, one step forward. Thank you, Rodney. You'll be included in my memoirs.
Zeke, Dr. Science, how am I going to fit up your nose?
Brain surgery?
Ha! Old science.
No, you'll travel there with the help of the interdimensional transponder.
The closet.
It can transport you anywhere, no matter how far, or in this case, how small. But you'll only have a window of 2 minutes of miniaturization. Then you'll return to your normal size and blow out the top of my cranium.
You mean my cranium?
We're wasting precious seconds.
Wait a minute! How can that be Dr. Science's nose? He's standing right there.
Bilocation. Just another miracle of new science.
Well, I've got to confirm this.
Ah! Ouch! Does that convince you?
All right, I'll do it. But if I get lost in there, it'll be on your head.
Believe me, it will be.
Good luck, Rodney.
Geronimo!
Did you feel anything?
Well, it's kind of like inhaling a mosquito.
Disgusting.
Quiet. If we listen carefully, we may be able to hear Rodney's progress.
Here, try this.
Oh, okay.
Hey, I think I'm getting somewhere.
It's Rodney. Rodney, where are you?
I think I'm in a center for motor responses.
Oh, well, what makes you say that?
Oh, just a hunch. It looks like Dr. Science isn't firing on all 6 cylinders.
Very funny, Rodney. That's one on me. Get on with the search.
Okay. Hey, I've just entered another area. Fascinating. It's enormous. It must be his ego. Either that or the headquarters for the Dr. Science fan club.
We'll talk about my emotional instability later. Now get a move on.
Hurry, Rodney. There isn't much time.
I'm hurrying. Geez, it sure is dark in here. Wait a minute. I think I found it. I've entered Dr. Science's memory.
Yay! Yay!
Zeke, stop it.
Sorry.
Have you found the plans to switch the personality switch?
This place is a disaster area. There's stuff scattered everywhere. Dr. Science, no wonder you can't remember anything.
When I want your opinion about my mental housekeeping, I'll ask for it. Just find the plans.
Gotta be here somewhere.
Time's running out!
Yeah, hurry up and get out of there before my head blows up.
All right. Wait a minute. Hey, I think I found it. Yeah, the plan for personality reversal. This is it.
Quick! Now get out of there!
It's too late. I can't go back the way I came in. My 2 minutes are nearly up.
Boy, do I feel a big headache coming on.
Oh, Rodney, this is awful. Time's running out. What are we gonna do?
You better get back before you get splattered.
If your head explodes, you'll have to clean up the mess yourself.
What am I going to do? I'll try anything. Is it working?
Well, whatever you're doing, it seems to be having a strange effect on him.
It's too late. He's gonna blow. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Anybody got a Kleenex?
Congratulations, you made it.
Oh, look at you.
You might think it's funny, but it's not.
Give me those plans. These aren't the plans for personality reversal.
They're not?
It's my grocery list.
Oh, no.
Wait a minute. I have an idea. It's an old technique I learned from my gym teacher back in Cleveland.
We'll try anything.
But it's a secret.
Oh, a secret.
Ow! My head!
Hey, that's smart. Judy, you did it.
We're back to normal.
Well, I wouldn't say normal, but you've returned to your original disturbed state of mind.
What did you do?
Judy's third law of applied physics. When two equally dense objects collide, the motion of their emotions tends to remain in motion.
Judy, how can I ever repay you?
How about last month's salary?
I was speaking figuratively.
Dr. Science, next time you need a guinea pig, you can count me out.
Me too.
This experiment was a disaster.
On the contrary, though my experiment may have seemed to have been a failure, I actually proved a new theorem. Would anyone like to guess what that theorem is? Zeke.
2 heads are better than 1?
Rodney.
Sneezing is believing?
Judy.
Don't change brains in the middle of a thought?
Mr. Pickett.
It's better to beat a dead horse than to curse the darkness.
Amazing. It was all of the above.
Heck, Dr. Science, you can't go wrong with an answer like that.
If you have dry, parched, thirsty skin, you're probably trying to calm it down and smooth it out with...
Behind you, lady with a baby, wide load.
Zeke, here with another load of ignorance from our viewers.
Gee, it sure is swell to get their thoughts.
You know what I always say? I think, therefore I am.
You am what?
I sure am hungry. Can I have another donut?
Enough mindless diatribe. Rodney, the question.
Right, Dr. Science.
And Judy, what's our first question today?
Well, Dr. Science, this letter is from Susie Flowerpot from Micro, Minnesota, who wants to know, is there really such a thing as brainwashing?
Well, there is, Susie, but you have to do it very carefully. I recommend using cold water and a mild detergent. This will help avoid shrinkage. And remember, never tumble dry your brain. It'll only get confused. And as for these wrinkles, don't try to iron them out. They're there for a very good reason, although I don't know what that reason is. But don't worry, everybody else's brains are wrinkled too, so you'll be right in style.
Thank you, Dr. Science. That's all the time we have for today.
And remember, you don't need brains to get along in life, but they do help keep your head from collapsing. Goodbye, everybody.
What's your favorite thing about TV Guide?
Quality journalism, and the articles are excellent.